morning from Animal Kingdom. It's still kind of dark. Sun is supposed to rise at 7:15. It is 7:10 and we are getting ready to queue up to get into Animal Kingdom and get these boys on Pandora. Pretty excited for them to ride Flight of Passage. They were like, "What do you mean we're going with all the people and having to stand in a line?" See, I told you. They've been spoiled. So, let the mayhem of getting to Flight of Passage begin.
It's gonna be fun. We don't do this. This is not what we do. We go the opposite way of all the people. We go get a little creature comforts, get up a safari. I don't know what we're doing.
I'm new. Someone help me.
Okay. Good morning. How are we doing today?
Great. How are you?
Woohoo! Thanks so much. Have a great day. Enjoy.
This is the part of the vacation I've been waiting for. So pretty and peaceful. Mornings in Animal Kingdom are just by far my favorite. So normally, AJ and I don't go this way with the crowds. We like to go that way. Doesn't it look so much better? But this morning, things are a little bit different. They're already stopping people at the bridge. We are on the move, going into the beautiful sights of Pandora.
I'll be interested to see what our wait time actually is. The load time for the ride takes a while, so I don't think it'll be real snappy.
Mountains are made out of stone. Like, they just look so beautiful and flow so nicely, you would never guess. It's just so beautiful and peaceful. And while everyone's in line, it makes the rest of the land so empty.
Standby says 35 minutes. It is 7:38, so we'll see what their opening wait time is.
We have entered the mountain. That only took us 4 minutes, so I'd say we're doing pretty good. We're moving. Now we've gone into the dark portions to show up some of the bioluminescence. The boys were all looking at the cave paintings on the wall to tell the story.
That's the ones they have.
It has been so long since I've been through this queue. I forgot what some of the stuff was like. Coming early and then walking through the queue, while it's nice to see everything, there is some downside to going through so fast because there are some really cool things in here. I would love to know all of the Easter eggs of the things written on those pads of paper.
There it is.
It's a bummer that no, it wasn't out. Yeah. The animatronic wasn't there. That's the whole reason we did stand by. So for a time check, we are waiting to get put into the chamber. It is 9 minutes and 40 seconds, and the wait technically stops when you go into the chamber. So they open saying that it's a 35-minute wait. I knew it wouldn't exactly be right because that must be their default time, but you know, 10 to 15 minutes, not mad at it at all. Totally worth the early wake up to get into the line outside of the park early to then get into the queue for this early.
Please fill the room on both sides of the railing and stand on the number you were given.
You take an amazing Navi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikron, or as we call it, a Banshee, to be matched to these things called avatars, which look a lot like the Navi. They're created by blending human DNA and Navi DNA. Your mind will be able to control that avatar. Using avatars to fly this way was all figured out by my boss, Dr. Jackie Ogden.
So our wait ended up only being about 13 minutes total score. So now we're going to try to hit Navi River Journey before that wait climbs too much. The standby for Navi River Journey, I'm surprised, it's only 10 minutes. It's 8:15, so the park is open for day guests. I know that it's not like the popular ride that people jet to, but I was kind of thinking maybe if people saw how long Flight of Passage was, it's over an hour currently. Maybe they would pop over here, but guess not. Like I said, we don't usually do Pandora first, so this is kind of like a whole new park strategy experience for us.
I do love this queue. I think it's so beautiful, especially at night. All of these lights, all of just like the woven sticks and everything. It's so pretty. Flight of Passage reactions.
That was an experience, I'll tell you that much. You know, the way they did the breathing of the Banshees while you're sitting there, you know, it's just such a good experience. I loved it.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part was when you go, I don't want to ruin anything, but there's a part where you go underneath a wave, and it's just a gigantic wave, and you fly right underneath it, and it was just so cool. That was my favorite part.
It felt like soaring, but it wasn't soaring. It was just really cool. Yeah, you felt like you were in Pandora for sure. I loved it.
Yeah, I definitely like that it felt like a soaring upgrade. They took the technology and boosted it in a lot of different ways, and I dig the exploring more of the world of Pandora and the timeline progressing. I thought that was cool.
I will say what they didn't tell you right now, but they said as we were getting off the ride, is the water splashing your face, the different smells, that immersion piece. They all were like, I smelled dirt. I loved that smell in the cave. Like it was all these things that enhanced that experience for them that they all noticed right away, which was really cool.
So the Flight of Passage attraction itself, unlike Soarin', how it's like that kinetic, like toy piece that goes up, you're already on your level, but the floor is what actually has the hydraulics and moves. So when you pack all of your stuff to put in the cabinets, they say make sure it's like all the way in, tucked in, no straps hanging out. That's because there's a wall that like moves with that. So then that's where all of the hydraulics are. So you don't necessarily fly up like you do in Soarin' to feel like you're flying. It's the floor that moves and comes out from under you.
Welcome, travelers. For your safety, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside.
just so pretty, and the audio animatronic is just amazing. It is 8:30, and it's time for a safari. I'm excited. We are now crossing over to my favorite place, not only in all of Animal Kingdom, but pretty much in all of Disney World. With beautiful sweeping views of Expedition Everest. We are in the port of East Africa. Welcome to Harambe.
Yeah, the stage show. Welcome to Harambe, a port in
I just said that. So in your safari card there is an animal spotting guide. These are all the potential animals you could see out on the savannah.
Forest, and many of the animals
AJ is
here
so
are
sad
known
right now.
for their natural camouflage for them. It does
where
make
his
them a bit
favorite
harder
animal
to
normally
spot
is.
for us, but that just means it's a great form of protection for them out in the wild. safari. I was a little nervous at first since the okapi weren't out and AJ was so sad. And then the crocodiles were all under construction. I was like, what are we gonna see? But we ended up seeing a lot. There were all of the giraffes were out, and the babies are not babies anymore. They're getting so big. We saw a huge crash of rhinos, plus baby Logan. So happy about that.
Head over to Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail.
And one of my favorite things about Animal Kingdom is not all of the attractions, it's this stuff. And the trails can take as little or as much time as you want. And I personally like to spend a lot of time through the trails because everything is so different whenever you go through. It's, you know, you're seeing and dealing with live animals. So you get to see different animals, different times. Sometimes they're more active. There's also some stuff to do in the Disney Play app throughout Gorilla Falls, which is really fun. These are the things about Animal Kingdom that I find to be the most magical. Oh, he found a no copy, so he's gonna be happy. Now, some of you may or may not know, I used to teach 4th through 6th grade outdoor education, and one of the big things that we did was teach kids about animals so they would not just learn about them, but they learn like almost like how to care, because you do the things that you care about. So if you teach kids about the animals and about conservation and what it means, the hope is that they would grow up and care more to then do something about it as adults and leave the world in a better place. So we have walked up to the okapi. This is AJ's favorite animal in all of Animal Kingdom. Let's poke over here and see if we can see it a little bit better. But he has stripes on his back legs, but is actually related to the giraffe. There's a skull right over here that you can check out. So this would be our giraffe, and this is the okapi. There are also so many things to see and read around all of the exhibits, so this is a fun little flyer. Some basic okapi facts. Wow, their gestation period is 14 to 18 months. That sounds awful. We're now entering the research center. There's a wall of naked mole rats and all sorts of creatures through here. It is not AJ's favorite place because he does not love lizards or snakes. Did you know that the average okapi weighs 450 to 550 pounds?
And it's 5 feet tall.
AJ clearly read the same thing I just did. And now there's a QR code you can scan so you can check it out on your phone, because we are going to walk into the aviary, and there are many, many, many birds walking around, flying around.
Size-wise, it's similar, but the fingers are longer. The thumbs are the same size, the palm fits, but look at how all the fingers are just a little bit longer.
So we were just watching the gorilla family. This is probably the most active we've ever seen the gorillas. And what was the baby's name?
Azari? Okay, she's one. She's becoming a lot more independent now that she's not on mom's chest anymore.
Got it,
For feeding time. And then her older cousin is Grace. Grace is 3.
Grace is a troublemaker.
Grace is getting a little spunky as she's turning 3, and happy to have Otta to kind of pick on and toughen up and teach Otta how to do things. So Grace is getting a little more spunky and sassy as she turns 3. They're so cute, but they're definitely way more active.
That was a good experience.
Yeah.
And that's why I love the walking trails, and every time is different. Like, how many times have we walked down here? 15 times?
Yeah, at least.
And this is the best time ever.
And we've come at different times of day
And year.
and year. Just, so you never know. Really, at the end of the day, you never know, so take that chance.
We're passing through Harambe Market. This is probably my favorite spot to have some quick service lunch. Satu'li Canteen is also up there. So I would say if I was in Pandora, I would eat a noodle bowl at Satu'li Canteen. If I was on this side of the park, I would definitely head over to Harambe. It's just like flavors and food that you just don't get normally, really anywhere, but especially at a theme park. I think we're going to head to Yak and Yeti and try to get some breakfast still. It's not even 10 o'clock yet.
Attention all adventurers! Look now.
Not bad. What's up, man? Looking good.
Of billionaire explorer Scrooge McDuck.
So we are behind the Yak and Yeti quick service. I love all of the signs that are all over Animal Kingdom. They're all great and themed so well. But I like to pop back in the back corner. It's typically pretty quiet. There are some restrooms and some nice fountain ambiance.
So normally in the mornings, because AJ and I don't go to Pandora, we hit a safari and then usually come this way, grab some breakfast and take a seat, and it's dead quiet over here that early in the morning because people are trying to jam out some attractions just like what we did this morning. So I love quiet mornings in Animal Kingdom, but today has also been really fun, just showing all the boys different things. I mean, the gorillas were amazing. So, and we had a really good safari. The baby rhino trots will just like live in my heart forever.
This is my favorite breakfast in Animal Kingdom. I have the breakfast bowl with bacon, and this really is, I mean, this is where I could probably just get like 3 sides of potato bites and be a happy person because they're so good. AJ got a breakfast sandwich. This one's that sausage breakfast sandwich. And his comes with the hash brown bites. So good. We are going into my favorite walking path in Animal Kingdom, Maharaja Jungle Trail. I love your ears. Thank you so much. So you see there is a sign here for a QR code for a trail map, because there used to be paper maps or like reinforced cardboard maps that were here, but also a reminder that there are some fun activities on the Disney Play app through here.
We learned about the Komodo dragons. They have 3 on property, 1 male and 2 females. They're all siblings. And the male is the one that was out. He is about 8 feet long, 12 years old, and the males live up to estimated 20 years. So Josh had a bunch of questions, and we were like, ask the cast member that's here, because the cast members that are in those areas are so knowledgeable about the animals that they're surrounded by. So it was nice. He asked tons of questions, and she was telling him all these stories. So it was just the first stop in the Maharaja Jungle Trek, which is why it's like my favorite. Now we're entering the Bat House.
I didn't even look up. I don't even know where we're going.
So we found this guy out here. So the Bat House doesn't have any real windows. It's just, I'll back up and show you the wooden bars. Oh, he's climbing over there. And that is because the bats just fly horizontally. They don't turn to fly vertically. Oh. Wow, I've never seen them be so active in here. This is one of my favorite spots of the trail. It's just so beautiful. And there were more prairie flags up here. They just got weathered and kind of destroyed over time. Let's see if we can find No tigers anywhere today. We are striking out on the tigers. Look, it's Kevin. She's so pretty. We're waiting for our next lightning lane. And I just realized it is 15 after the hour. And I really want to watch Winged Encounters. AJ thinks it's 20 after. I can't remember.
In moments, the sky will come alive with color as a variety of vibrant macaws join together, creating Winged Encounters. We encourage you to gather around our alien statues at the base of the Tree of Life for a unique journey of discovery, one that you can't see anywhere else except in the wild. Welcome to Winged Encounters.
Hey, what's up, Discovery Island? I'm sure you heard Hawking and Modelo coming in for a landing here at the roots of the Tree of Life. And it means we are just getting started with Winged Encounters. So come on over, get your phones and cameras up because we're a short experience you're not going to want to miss. And if you know what kind of birds Hawking and Modelo are, go ahead and shout it out. Yeah, macaws, and I heard parrots, that's right too. Macaws are a type of parrots, and we have two different species out here right now. Hawking is a green-winged macaw, and Modelo is a blue and gold macaw. And get this, they just flew in from a half a mile away. And they do that flight in under 40 seconds. And when we open that big aviary door to start the show, they can go anywhere they want. But usually they choose to come here, and I'll tell you why. This is where they're getting all of their favorite treats. It's positive reinforcement in action, meaning when they do something we really like, they're going to get something they really like, and that'll increase the likelihood that that behavior happens over and over again. Now, I said Hawking and Modelo are two different species. We actually work with 8 different species of macaw here, and one species is very special to us called the blue-throated macaw. They're the rarest species of macaw left in the wild today, with estimates to be fewer than 300 individuals left in the country of Bolivia where they're native. It's a shockingly low number, and it's due to things like habitat loss and the illegal pet trade. But luckily, it's not all bad news, because people have started to notice that these birds need our help and are taking some caring action. We've actually partnered with an organization called the World's Parrot Trust. They're a leader in macaw conservation with the goal to breed and release blue-throated macaws into the wild. They'll join up with that small population to use those numbers to save some birds. Definitely a site worth protecting, and we've been joined by so many birds, including some blue-throated macaws. This is Toulouse right over here by me, Mondo and Cletus right over there. Those all represent that super critically endangered species. So definitely stop some pictures of them before they head on out of here. And you can see some prompting is happening, and that's because we've actually recently added 15 brand new baby birds to our flock. And not all of them have completed this behavior yet of joining us down here at the roots of the Tree of Life. And that's what this prompting is. It's just more information saying, hey, you guys are almost there. Come on down. This is where you're going to get all of your favorite treats. It looks like the birds that we do have here are about ready to head off on their next adventure, so get your phones and cameras up as we watch these birds take flight.
So we are going into Adventures Outpost. We have not been here since they have reopened this, so I am so excited to go and meet Safari Mickey and Minnie.
Welcome everyone.
How are you doing?
Doing well, how are you?
Doing well, thanks. Hello, Mickey and Minnie.
So we have stopped for a beverage break At Flame Tree Barbecue, they have the most sugary but most delicious beverage. It is the iridescent firefly something, right? Yeah, iridescent firefly. It's a berry Powerade, like blue Powerade, and Sprite, and then these like freeze-dried pineapple rings. Oh, and pineapple juice, I forgot. So tasty. It's also supposed to come with a glow cube, and I don't see it in there. And I feel like the glow cube is what makes this drink $8.50. So refreshing. This AJ got
Island Sunrise, tequila, hog juice, a little bit of watermelon.
Our first time.
garnished with gummy worms.
Yeah, garnished with gummy worms.
First time on it.
Your old buddy Tim is here. The show can begin. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Look at me! I'm in a parade! And sit up. Let's settle down. For the last time, I want quiet! Let's hear it for...
Festival of the Lion King back. Love the Tumble Monkeys. We are headed out towards Tree of Life to check out the Tree of Life garden so we can look at all of the animals in the Tree of Life. Everest is still not back up, which we had a lightning lane for. We picked up a lightning lane for dinosaur, but I think we're going to pass on that. Everyone's pretty tired, so I think we're gonna call it a day for now, go back to the room, probably nap, and depending on weather, might come back out, might not. So we're gonna go down the Tree of Life Gardens. It is almost across from Creature Comforts. There's actually two spots where you can access the Tree of Life. One closer to the other end of Creature Comforts, you can go to the right. This side is one of my favorites. In the Tree of Life Gardens, you can get right up alongside the tree and really examine all of the animals. It's so pretty.
Flying squirrel. There's a pelican right here.
That there's like a macaw or something right here.
Well, as you can probably tell, we never made it back anywhere tonight. We got to the room, all the boys went to sleep. I watched some shows on HGTV. It was very relaxing. And had about, I think, like 2.5 hours of like peace and quiet time where I just chilled on the couch by myself, ate some ice cream, watched some TV. It's pretty glorious. Then I did a load of laundry, so that's the one thing that I love about the one bedroom up in the DVC rooms is the full washer and dryer. So I have a pile of clothes here that I'm going to kind of fold up and put away. Some of the things I needed to wash because I'm going to wear them again, which that helped me pack really light for our trip. Some of the things I'm done with, so I'm going to put those into a packing cube. So kind of start that process because now we're like on the downward trajectory of our trip. I made dinner in our kitchen tonight. I did like a Parmesan cheesy pasta with chicken sausage, broccoli, and onions. I don't know why I didn't film it. Sorry about that. I was going to like show you cooking in the villa. I will say the knife situation is pretty terrible. It's like a large semi-serrated knife, so cutting an onion to like finely chop an onion was basically impossible. But what can you do? I also found that the pots, like there isn't a big pasta pot, even though they sell spaghetti and all the pasta stuff in the gift shops, there is not a great pasta pot. And the other thing that I found interesting is there isn't a spatula. So there's just, this is our first time like really trying to cook in any of these spaces. Normally we'll do small things like a breakfast, or we'll order like, especially if we're at Kidani Village, we'll order Sanaa to go and then eat it in our room and plate it and everything, but we're not ever cooking. So that's just kind of been an interesting experience. I think that I would definitely put some other things in my owner's locker or bring some other things with me if I was going to do a trip where I cooked again. So tomorrow we have park reservations for the Magic Kingdom. When I made all of these plans, I was hoping that the Wednesday night, our first night coming in, we would get some of the big attractions done. I wasn't anticipating us getting as much as we got done. So we have the park reservations for Magic Kingdom. There's a couple attractions we haven't done, like the boys would really love Jungle Cruise. I wanted to make sure that we were there during the daytime because things look totally different in the daytime, but also to see the Festival of Fantasy Parade. I really want to see Mickey's Friendship Fair. I'm really sad that they changed the song that I love so much, but I'm interested to see the new song in person. So the boys are going to sleep in tomorrow, so we all agreed that they all need a little bit of a later start tomorrow. We'll see. I'm gonna put away my laundry. The boys are starting a game of Magic. I told them not to stay up too late like last night, because that was our downfall today. Everest never came back up while we were in the park. And then when we were back in the hotel, we got a push notification from Animal Kingdom saying that it was still down and they were working on it. So I think I looked around 5 o'clock, 5:30, and saw that it was back up. And honestly, it was like perfect weather. It had rained, but then it was clear and a little bit cooler, and I was like, now is the time to go back to the park. Like, this is the window of time. And because we had bought Lightning Lane, we had a multiple experiences like pass to go back at any time to ride really any ride, but we were saving it to ride Everest. AJ asked the boys if they wanted to go back. Everyone said no, that they just wanted a nice chill day at the hotel, which I totally get and respect. And then tonight when we were asking them all what they wanted to do still in our next couple of days here, one of them was like, oh, I really want to go back to Animal Kingdom and see it at nighttime and ride Everest. And I was like, But thank you so much for following along on our Animal Kingdom Day. We had a great safari. I hope you love some of the footage that I was able to get. So many animals out on the safari today. That was awesome. I took some clips of the tumble monkeys. They are back at Animal Kingdom for Festival of the Lion King, so that was nice seeing the whole cast back in the show. I think that those are kind of like all the exciting things that we did that I captured today. Otherwise, it was kind of more of like a chill, quiet day. I also really love having the 2-bedroom because we were able to come back and just relax in our rooms. I was able to watch stuff in the living room. It's very different than a normal hotel room kind of vibe. So I guess it was a great day, kind of a quiet day, but definitely there's no right or wrong way to do a Disney vacation, and this is just how ours ended up being today. But thank you so much for following along. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for Magic Kingdom and whatever else transpires after that. And I will see you tomorrow.